This is Ray Hutchins,
And I am Mitch Tanenbaum.
and we're the owners of Cybersecurity LLC. Now, if you're watching this video right now, most likely you're a DoD contractor or someone who wants to be a DoD contractor, and you're realizing, well, before we can be a DoD contractor, we have to put into place a cybersecurity program. We have to put together all the elements of that in our company. So you're taking a look at who we are and what we do. And you'll see that Cybersecurity LLC, we offer you turnkey cybersecurity programs. And that means what it says. It's all the elements, all the pieces of it. And if you look at all the elements of it, you'll see there's a lot of detail in there about all the pieces you have. But first, let's put it in the context of what the regulatory requirement is for you on this. And so for that, I'll let Mitch address that.
So maybe you're a contracts nerd and you actually read the contracts that you sign before you sign them, and you've noticed that there's a DFARS clause called 7012, which says you have to have a cybersecurity program. Well, that program has been in effect since 2017, and it's kind of black and white. When you sign that contract, what you are saying is we are 100% compliant with the requirements in that particular DFARS clause. Now, the reality is the vast majority of companies, maybe upwards of 80%, are not. And the Defense Department has discovered that, and they are evolving the program, and they will continue to evolve the program. But the basic core elements of that program have not changed and will not change. What's changing is how they're measuring compliance of that program. And you have requirements in there, and the requirements are very clear. You have to have training, or you have to have an incident response program, or you have to have monitoring and alerting. There are different things that are in this program, and we have looked through the entire program that DoD requires, and we have built the processes, the forms, the documentation, the methodology, and oh yeah, we have included us in there. Ray, you want to talk about that part?
Yeah, we've learned that you don't have the internal resources to implement a cybersecurity program effectively. You just don't. It's not your focus. It's not what you want to do. You don't want to do it. You're doing it because you have to do it. We get it. We understand that. That's why we've put together the program in the way that we have, so that we help you get it done without it breaking the bank. Okay, either breaking the bank financially or psychologically, whatever. I mean, we've tried to reduce the brain damage on this thing, and we do that through, because we've standardized certain processes, we've standardized certain forms, all of them directly map to the requirement. If you're doing it according to the methodology we've put together, you will pass muster with DoD. We know that because we're doing it with DoD contractors right now. There's much more about this on our website. You can go to our website. We've got a complete history of DoD's efforts to bring cybersecurity into the defense industrial base. Complete history there with charts and graphs. So you'll come out of this highly educated on that. And then we can show you the elements of our program and the value to you, and why it is the best financial choice for your company to use one of our programs in order to accomplish this requirement. Any wrap up, Mitch?
Yeah, I would say, one thing that small companies, medium-sized companies have is questions. And who do they ask that question? Well, they don't want to go ask their customer that question, because that'll make them look foolish, and it also might have the customer say, "Well, you're not doing this already? What do you mean?" And by the way, we're talking about contractors. That also means subcontractors. It's not just prime contractors. So everything that flows down in the DoD world flows down from prime to sub to sub. So everything that you do is being dictated by that regulation. We provide a resource that allows you to go ask questions, and it doesn't cost you a fortune. If your question takes 5 minutes to ask, we'll charge you for 5 minutes. If it takes 15 minutes to ask, we'll charge you for 15 minutes. It's not going to cost you a lot of money to get your questions answered. And by the time you're done, you'll be more educated and be able to respond to the concerns of your industry, your customer, and do that very cost effectively.
Check us out. You're going to be impressed with who we are, what we know, what our experience is, and we can be part of your team moving forward, and we can help you get this done in a very, very cost-effective manner. Give us a call, drop us an email, ping us. We're happy to talk and share more information.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.